पेपर है अक्टूबर नवंबर 2020 का। वेरिएंट 1 है यानी P21 है, पेपर 2। Question number 4 related to the graphs. Complete the table for y is equal to 4 over 5 times 2 raised to power x. X is equal to minus 3. Y is equal to 4 over 5 times 2 raised to power minus 3. So whenever we have to evaluate a number in index form, first we convert it into a positive index. So that would be 4 over 5 times 1 over 2 cube, which is 8. So that will become 4 2s are 1 over 10 or 0.1. So this is 0.1. The second part is on the grid, draw the graph of y is equal to 4 over 5 times 2 raised to power x for minus 3 till 3. This range of values of x that is given. Why? Because the table you can see that covers only these values of x. 3 marks question. 7 points. Plot the points on this grid. Scale already has been labeled for us. So if 4 or 5 points correctly plotted, you will get 1 mark. 2 marks will be for all 7 marks plotted correctly. 1 mark joining those points with a smooth curve. This is a non-linear graph. Join the points with a smooth curve. Freehand, never ever use rulers. So the first is minus 3, 0.1. So here minus 3, 0.1. Each small box along x-axis as well as along y-axis that represents 0.1. So this is the point. Put a small dot and encircle it so that you can identify where you have drawn. Second is minus 2, 0.2. Minus 1, 0.4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 0.8 means y-intercept, that is 0.8. 1, 1.6. At 2, it is 3.2. At 2, it is 3.2. And at 3, it is 6.4. So we have plotted all the points. Plotting the points will give you 2 marks. These points will be joined freehand smooth curve. So this is the graph. By drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of this one as x is equal to 2. So whenever the gradient will be given, you will be mentioned at what point you have to draw the tangent. So x is equal to 2 is the point where we have to draw the tangent. So we will take ruler and adjust the ruler in such a way that its distance from both sides with the curve is same. And then draw a line here. This is the tangent, and by taking 2 points from the tangent, say I take this point, which is almost 0.380, or you can say it's 0.4, and any other point, say if I take 3, so that is 5.3, 3 and x is 3, whereas 5.15. So I have taken 2 points from the tangent. One is 0.380 and the other one is 3, 5.15, 3 and 5.15. 1 mark for drawing the tangent and the 1 mark for finding the gradient. The gradient will be y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, and by using the calculator 5.15 divided by in the bracket 3 minus 0.38, 1.965, 96564. So that will be 1.97. The next part D is use your graph to estimate the solution of the equation 4 times 2 raised to power x is equal to 5. Once we have drawn a graph, and in the question if we are asked by using the graph if we have to find the solution of some equation, so first thing we make sure is whatever the expression of the graph is which we have already drawn, that expression must be on the left side of the equation. We have drawn the graph of y is equal to 4 over 5 times 2 raised to power x. So this expression, this is the graph we have drawn, and the equation we have to solve is 4 2x is equal to 5. So actually we need here the same expression on the left side whose graph we have already drawn, and that is almost the same, but only the difference is we don't have 4 over 5, only 4 is there. So what we can do is, since this is an equation, we can divide both sides of the equation by 5, which will make the expression on the left the same as that of the graph we have already drawn on the grid, which we are going to use to solve this equation. So now we have got the equation 4 over 5 times 2 raised to power x is equal to 1. So this is the graph, and whatever we have on the left side, put that equal to 1. You can see here this is at the place of y. Y is equal to 1. So we will draw the line y is equal to 1. Use the ruler to draw it, y is equal to 1. And where this line cuts the graph, this is where it cuts. That would be the solution. And that looks 0.25. So it should 0.25. Question number 5. The diagram shows a garden shed positions on a horizontal ground. It is in the shape of a prism with trapezium ABCD as its cross section. So it's not a cube or cuboid. This is a trapezium base prism. Means the base will be trapezium, and throughout its length that base will be maintained. The base of the shed ABFE is a rectangle. So AB is 1.55, AD is 2.25, BC is 1.85 meters, and BF is 2.10 meters. Calculate the volume of the shed. So since it is a prism, so volume of a prism is base area times length or height, whatever you call it. In this case, base as mentioned in the question, that is ABCD. So ABCD is this base that will be maintained from front till back the parallel side will be ED and BC. So first we will find this area of this base, which is this is equal to volume, and base area is half sum of parallel lines 2.25 plus 1.85 times height, which will be taken as 1.55. This is base area, and length will be 2. This will be the length 2.10. So now we will use calculator. 2.25 plus 1.85 is equal to 4.1 times 1.55, so which is 6.355 divided by 2. So that gives me the base area, which is 3.1775. Keep it as it is, don't round it off. Now multiplied by 2.1, that gives 6.67275. So you will give answer correct to three significant figures at least. At least it should be correct to the four significant figures throughout the working, means it should be more than three significant figures. Final answer should be three significant figures. Okay, roof of the shed CGHD is painted. 1 liter of the paint covers 2 square meters. Calculate the amount of the paint used. CDHG, that is painted. The problem is we don't know DC. We know CG. Here CG is yes 2.10, but we don't know what the CD is. As I'm drawing a line parallel to AB, I'm drawing a line from C to the line AD parallel to the line AB. So that 90, so that will make this a rectangle in which this is 1.55, and in this case this part will be 1.85. So that will give me the other part, and this will also be 90. This has become a right angle triangle, and if I call this x, what is dx then? Dx will be 2.25 minus 1.85, and that is equal to 0.4. So now we have a right angle triangle. We have to find DC, and DC square will be equal to 0.4 square plus 1.55 square. That is 2.5625. So DC square is 2.5625, and DC will be the square root of 2.5625, which is 1.60078. So this is 1.60078. So I am just keeping the same answer on that's displayed on the calculator. The whole answer multiplied by 2.1. This is a good approach. Whatever answer you have got, instead of rounding it off, just keep it on the calculator and multiply it with 2.1. Area of the roof, that will be 1.60078 multiplied by 2.10. So I have multiplied it by 2.10. The area of roof is 3.36164 meters square. So 1 liter of paint covers 2 square meters. In other words, liters area. So if area is 2, 1 liter is used, and we have 3.36164 x cross multiply. So 2x is equal to 3.36164. X is equal to 3.36164 divided by 2. That gives me 1.680820 blah blah. I can say 1.68 liters will be used. Calculate the angle of elevation of D from F. So in this case, angle of elevation of D from F we have to find. So in this case, consider this triangle. One side will be this one, the other side of the triangle will be this one, and the third side of the triangle will be this one. So now we will consider this triangle. AF is the diagonal of base rectangle. AF is a horizontal and AD is vertical. So in this triangle you can see, let me make it clear. So in this triangle, this angle will be 90 and this will be the angle of elevation. D is the point at higher level, F is the point at the lower level. So angle of elevation is the angle between the horizontal line made at the point of observation, and the other line will be the line joining point of observation to the point from where it is being observed. Angle always is made between two lines. So one of the two lines is a line drawn horizontal at the point from where the observation is made, and the other line is the line joining the point which is to be observed to the point from where it is observed. In this case, F is the point from where the D is being observed. So D is the point which is being observed and F is the point from where it is observed. So one line will be DF, the other will be the horizontal line at F, which is FV. This is angle of elevation of D from F. Here you can see this is a right angle triangle because FA is horizontal and AD or DA is vertical, and the two sides we have here, one of them is adjacent to the angle, other is opposite to the angle. Opposite over adjacent is the tan. So in triangle AFD, which is a right angle triangle, we have only one side which is 2.25. What we can do is we can find AF, as AF is the diagonal of the base rectangle. So we can use Pythagoras theorem to find AF because AFB is a right angle triangle at B and AF is the hypotenuse. AF square would be equal to 1.55 square plus 2.10 square, and AF is equal to square root of, by using the calculator, 1.55 square plus 2.10 square, that is 6.8125, and square root of this is 2.61007667. Now we have to find the angle of elevation. We have to find the angle AFD. Tan of angle AFD, that will be opposite, which is 2.25, divided by AF, which we have got 2.61007. The answer 0.610076627 displayed on my calculator. To find AFD on the calculator, I am doing shift tan, so means that would be tan inverse 2.25 over 2.61. So tan inverse, the answer will be 40.76277, blah blah blah. So correct to one decimal place, angles they are rounded off correct to one decimal place, 40.8 degrees. That would be the answer. Question number 6. The part A is solve the inequality. So it will become 6x plus 2x is greater than 5 plus 7. 8x greater than 12 and x is greater than 12 by 8, which is 4 3s are 4 2s are. So x is greater than 3 over 2 will be the answer. or you can write x is greater than 1.5. It's up to you. Chen buys 4 notebooks and 3 pens for $17.50. Liu buys 2 notebooks and 5 pens for $14. Is mentioned in the question, but otherwise you can see we can make a pair of simultaneous equations and then we can solve them. So in this case, let the price of one notebook is N and one pen is P. So 4N plus 3P, total cost is 7.50. And the same way 2N plus 5P is equal to 14. So to make the coefficient of N same, let's multiply this by minus 2. That will give us minus 4N minus 10P is equal to minus 28. Now adding first in this one, which is 4N plus 3P is equal to 7.50. 4N minus 4N will be cancelled and we will left with minus 7P is equal to, now since minus 28 is greater, so minus and then 28 minus 17.50, we will find the difference, that is 10.5. Minus minus is cancelled and P is equal to 10.5 divided by 7, so that is 1.5. Now by putting this value of P in any one of the above equations, I'm using 2N plus 5, I'm using this one. 2N plus 5, 1.5 is equal to 14. So that will be 2N plus 7.5 is equal to 14. 2N is equal to 14 minus 7.5, that is 6.5. N is equal to 6.5 over 2 divided by 2, and that is 3.25. So N is 3.25, the price of notebook, and the price of each pen is 1.50. Always write currencies, any type of currency, correct to 2 decimal places. 1.5 will be acceptable, but it's better to write 1.50. Part C, show that, this is algebraic manipulation, show that x over x plus 2 minus 3 over x minus 5 is equal to 4 can be rearranged to 3x squared minus 4x minus 34 is equal to 0. In other words, when we will simplify this, it will be reduced to 3x squared minus 4x minus 34 is equal to 0. First we will take LCM, x plus 2, x minus 5, we will multiply the denominators of both fractions, and then x times x minus 2 cross multiply type thing will be happen, minus 3 in 2x plus 2. Keep them within the brackets first. Now open the brackets in the numerator as well as in the denominator. In the numerator it will become x squared minus 5x minus 3x minus 6 over, in the denominator, x squared minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 is equal to 4. X squared minus 8x minus 6 is equal to 4 times x squared, and this will be minus 3x minus 10. X squared minus 8x minus 6 is equal to 4x squared minus 12x minus 40. So we will shift this x squared minus 8x on the left one, that I'm going to shift to the right, 4x squared minus x squared minus 12x plus 8x minus 40 plus 6. Now I will simplify this. That will become 3x squared minus 4x and minus 34 is equal to 0. Same thing. If 0 is equal to this, then that will be equal to 0. Hence, we have shown, hence shown. Then is solve the equation 3x squared minus 4x minus 34 is equal to 0. Show your working and give your answers kept to 2 decimal places. This is a hint. Don't try it for midterm breaking or factorization. There could be factorization or completing the square method, but I think the best way when it is written correct to 2 decimal places is to use the quadratic formula. What is quadratic formula? X is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root of whole 2a. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square, which is 3. What is b? B is the coefficient of x, which is minus 4. We take the coefficient of x or all coefficients with their signs. Even c, which is without x, the constant term, that is also taken with its sign. Now we will substitute these values of a, b and c in the quadratic formula. That will give x is equal to minus 4 plus minus 4 square minus b square, because b is negative 4. Minus 4 times is 3 times minus 34, which is c, whole divided by 2 times a, which is 3. So that will become 4 plus minus 16 minus plus, and 4 times 3 times 34, that is 408. And 408 plus 16, that is 424. 4 plus minus 424, square root of 424 over 6, square root of 424 will be 20.59, 20.59, 59126. So we just take it. We have to give answer correct to 2 decimal places. Keep it correct to 3 decimal places, at least one level higher. 20.591 or 4 minus 20.591 over 6. So 20.59 plus 4 and divided by 6 will be 4.09, 4.0985. So the one answer would be 4.10, because when rounded off correct to 2 decimal places, because of this 8, this 9 will become 10. 4.10, to write this 0 is must. So 4 minus 20.591 and then divided by 6 will give us minus 2.765, 16667. So we have to give correct to 2 decimal places, minus 2.77 will be the answers, 4.10 and minus 2.77. Question number 7. A, B, C, D, they are points on the circle. Center O, B, A, D is 68 and CBO is 52. Find CDO. Angle BOD. that will be 68 times 2, because angle at center is twice the angle at circumference made by the same chord or same arc. By taking dB as base, you can say the angle BOD is 136. And angle DCB, that would be 180 minus 68, because that is angle in opposite segment, you can call it, because those angle BAD and angle BCD, they are made by BD in opposite segments, or you can say it ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. In a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. Cyclic quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon whose four vertices are on the circumference of a circle. And opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral, they are supplementary, means their sum is 180. So that will give us 112, 112. Now, this is a quadrilateral, simple quadrilateral. This is not cyclic quadrilateral. This means this is a polygon with four sides. So sum of angles of four-sided shape is 360. So in other words, CDO will be equal to 360 minus 112 minus 136 minus 52. Subtracting the three angles from 360 will give us the fourth angle of the quadrilateral is equal to 60. So CDO is 60. In B part, there is a solid, the cross section of the solid A is a sector of circle of radius 6 centimeter and the angle 40 degrees. The height of the solid A is 5 centimeters. Calculate the total surface area of solid A. Total surface area includes 5 surfaces. The top, bottom, they are same. They are the sectors of angle 40, radius 6 centimeter. So 40 over 360 multiplied by pi r square times 2. So this is top and bottom. And the front one, the rectangle front one, that will be 5 times 6, that is front one. At right back, again we have a rectangle which has 6 and 5, so making it twice, front plus back right one. Now we are left with one, which is back left. That has one side as an arc, and which will be 40 over 360 times 2 pi r times 5. So that will give us the area which is left back, this one. So their sum will give us the answer. 2 multiplied by shift pi I am taking from the calculator, times 36, 2 times pi times 36 divided by 9, that is 25.1327133 plus 6 5s are 30, 60. 30 times 2 is 60 plus, again this is 9, 3 2s are, 3 3s are, 4 multiplied by pi I am taking from the calculator, times 5 divided by 3, that is 20.9439 is 44. That is 106.076077. So cut to three significant figures, that will be 106. Solid B is mathematically similar to solid A. So this is similar figures. The ratio volume of A ratio volume of solid B is 27:1. Calculate the surface area of the solid B. They are similar, mathematically similar or geometrically similar is the same thing, means these are the similar solids. If I call this as V1 and this is V2, so what we are given is V1 over V2, that is 27/1. And we know that L1 over L2 cube, that is 27/1, because V1 over V2 is L1 over L2 cube. So if you take the cube root of both sides, in other words, the ratio of sides will be 3:1. Now, the surface area of solid A that we have calculated already. A1 over A2, that is equal to L1 over L2 square. So A1 over A2, so solid A means 3/1 square. So A1 is, because V1 we have taken volume of solid A, so A1 will be the surface area of solid A, which is 106.077 over A2, which we are going to find, that will be area of B, which is equal to 9/1, cross multiply. So means 9A of B will be equal to 106.077. So in other words, area of solid B will be 106.077 divided by 9. That is 11.786. 78632. So correct to three significant figures, it will be 11.8.